welcome back to WannaB&D. Last session, our heroes entered a goblin hideout to try to find and rescue Sildar Hallwinter, one of the two patrons who hired them to deliver supplies to Phandalin. After finding out Sildar was being held by a goblin boss named Ymik, the party learned Ymik wanted to overthrow the leader of his group, Clarg. Ymik agreed to let Sildar go if the party disposes of Clarg. Using their wits and charm, the party managed to talk their way through the hideout by convincing the goblins their lives would be much better under Ymik as opposed to being ruled by Clarg. After charming Clarg into a false sense of friendship, the party attacked. Now, we join back into our session in progress as the party attempts to kill Clarg, boss of the Cragmaw goblins.
Let's see, last one. And I guess it would be a party decision. In those situations, if you guys want, I have a button that does roll for everybody, to just roll everybody's initiative. A lot of people like rolling their own initiative, a sense of like agency over your own initiative. But anybody who just doesn't want to take the time, I can roll for everybody.
I want those digital weighted dice, that's for sure.
Well, it's funny because it's like...
I want John's dice.
Reamus seems to have like weighted dice when it's like making a decision or talking to somebody, but then when he goes to attack, they're weighted in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
That honestly, it's pretty tough to miss two advantage attacks. So that's a crown you can wear there, In physical D&D, they'll have a thing called a dice jail, where when a die is just constantly sucking, they'll put it in the dice jail and go grab a different die, and this like superstition that die is unlucky. But I love the way these initiatives came out because it's perfect in conjunction with what just happened, where the wolf gets to go first. So he just saw you like try to crack double attack his boss, and he's gonna go after you now.
Do you think Clark's last name is Griswold at all, man? Oh my god, I keep thinking about that.
It's canon now.
It's Christmas vacation.
I wonder. Ooh,
the other guy shows up and says shitter's full. What's Clark bring to the game? Oh my god.
So when I did that put his picture up for you guys?
Yeah, we got a whole
ugly
screen size.
Nice. Okay, you should be able to X out of that whenever you want, but I can start doing that for bigger, more important people, is kind of show you the picture of them.
Yeah, that's dope. I like that.
Oh shit.
Alright, so
big boss. Let's go.
Target Reamus, and what do we got? Just bite. Let me look at his stuff. He's also got... So he's got pack tactics, so if one of his allies is next to you, he gets advantage. So it really is turning around as fair play, where you got advantage against his boss, he gets advantage against you. So he's going to roll bite with advantage.
But I bet he's going to roll way better than you, John.
Yeah, 17 and an 11, which is going to be enough. So then he's going to roll damage.
Reamus is getting mauled.
That's not a ton of damage, though.
Fucking ripping at him. It's crazy.
So, let's see. It's going to be 6 damage. Which is pretty decent damage for you. That's a pretty good hit. Let me see. Is there anything else special with that?
Slams.
You need to make a strength save to see, because he's going to also try to knock you prone. There's your good dice again. Okay, so he doesn't knock you prone. Which, by the way, the prone condition, for anybody unaware, what that would do is, I mean, obviously as it sounds, puts you on the ground, and you have to use an action to get up off the ground. So you would lose your action in your next turn. But you didn't get knocked prone, so you're good. Vess, it is on you.
So I have this bless. Is this something that I use, kind of like, or is this just an effect that's on me?
Bless.
Yeah, I believe it's your effect right now.
Who gave it to you?
Remember, it was given to me to persuade.
Yeah,
I gave it to her.
Was that the
for the
persuasion thing?
Move.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that's... So I think actually that should be guidance, not bless. Assuming you...
Okay.
Were you giving that to her when she was trying to convince somebody of something?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be guidance. Bless is actually like a first level of full-fledged spell. that gives that player advantage on their attacks. So we'll give you that spell slot back, and because I just didn't catch it at the time when you said Bless, I should have got it. That Bless is a different spell.
Okay.
Bless is way more powerful. It would give the next attack they do advantage, versus Guidance is for checks. So you can't use Guidance on an attack roll, but any kind of save or any kind of check you can use Guidance on.
So I can. Bardic Inspiration is a cantrip, right? Like I could just keep spamming that. Or
yes and no. So
am I wrong?
it's a bonus action.
Okay.
It's a weird middle ground where it isn't a spell, but you do get a certain amount of uses per day, and it looks like you get
and
2.
I think I've already used both.
Yeah. So it's that weird middle ground where it doesn't count against your spell slots, but you don't have unlimited uses of it. But your current use is still out. Thokk still has it, actually. They've never needed to use it yet, because every time they've rolled something that needed it, they actually rolled good enough to succeed right away.
That's fine. So then what I'm going to use then is Vicious Mockery, I guess, on
Sure.
Clark.
All right. So go ahead and put it in chat for me. I will roll as Clark. And he finally fails. It finally applies.
Finally.
So you can roll damage on that. And we'll apply
Alright.
that condition to him. Alright, 3 damage. Which is not about doing tons of damage. Really, the bigger thing of Vicious Mockery is they now, on his next attack, he has disadvantage. So he's way more likely to miss on his next attack.
So Vess is going to be like playing a discordant tune and just being like, you know, your life is a tragedy. At least your death will be like a service to the local air quality.
Your whole clan
Fuck
is
you,
watching you
motherfucker.
die with glee. Okay. Let's see.
You're dead.
Alright, I'm assuming I don't think you have any other bonus actions or anything. So, Sarra, it is your turn now.
Fuck him up, sorry.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep going with what I know and Thorn Whip him.
Yep. Alright. Yeah. As spellcasters, that's how it winds up being most of the time, is once you've used up your good stuff, you just use the one over and over. So 11 is not going to be high enough, unfortunately, to hit him. He's got a pretty decent AC. Sadness
I'm gonna end
ensues.
my turn.
Okay. So then we are on Reamus.
Oh no. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go with the crossbows for sure. Let's go with,
I guess one other thing I would say is, generally speaking, if you are right next to somebody and using a ranged weapon, you'll get some disadvantage on that, because it's like just baked into the game. However, you would still gain advantage using a melee attack because you are still flanking this guy. I mean,
sweet. So we're gonna dagger
for all I
the
care, you can still ranged attack. It's just you're gonna get a disadvantage doing that.
Gotcha. No, thank you for the advice. Let's hit this.
And are you
Can
still?
he attack and move out of the way?
So that's important to note. So when you move out, you remember earlier I told you guys about the opportunity attack. When you move away from somebody, they can get a free attack on you. However, if you use your action that turn, disengaging them, so basically you burn your action, then you can move away without taking damage. But if you want to attack, you don't get to move away for free anymore.
Okay. And he's got nothing.
I mean, he's pretty low health, so I mean, it's his option though. If you want to attack, you can attack, or you can try to back away.
Yeah.
Technically, you can attack and back away, but it's just dangerous. And yeah, I mean, the attack method works. Even if you get, so let's say John, Reamus. On Clark's turn, Clark attacks Reamus and knocks him down to 0 health. It's not like, boom, you're out of the game, close Discord and quit. You get what are called death saves. So you go to 0 HP and you would fall unconscious. Each turn you make a save. I forget what the actual stat you roll against is, but we'll look it up here in a second. I think it's Constitution. And you roll, if you succeed, you get 1 positive death save. If you fail, you get 1 negative. 3 of either dictates. So if you get 3, you come back to life and you become stable. If you get 3 negatives, you die. The character's gone. During that time, though, if any other player heals you or comes up and does a medicine check to stabilize you, you'll go back to being stable. So it's kind of hard.
Yeah, I got Cure Wounds and Healing Word.
Yeah. A big one that you've got that's useful in situations like this. Say, Clark knocked the crap out of Reamus and they went to unconscious. You have a bonus action, Healing Word, that does a very small amount of health, but it would be enough to get them out of being unconscious, and you'd still get the rest of your turn because you didn't use your action. On the surface, when you look at those spells, it seems like, why would I ever use Healing Word? Because it heals for less than my other healing spell. But the fact that it's a bonus action is pretty powerful because it allows you to still attack that turn. Although Reamus here literally like swung his dagger and has waited like 20 minutes to find out if it hit. So that is a successful hit. I mean, I guess it's not that hard to guess that a 20 is a successful hit. So
do I do just one dagger or do I do the other one now?
So we'll do them one at a time. It's always roll to see if you hit first, then roll damage, then we'll roll to see if you hit and damage again. So go ahead and roll damage now. Cool. So the way this is going to work, that's going to deal 6 damage, and then because you are flanking him and getting your sneak attack, you can now in your character sheet roll sneak attack.
Okay, cool.
That'll give you that extra, I think it's a d6.
Let's do it.
Nice. Okay, and then, so now you've used your action. You can use your secondary action because you have proficiency with your dagger to attack with your other dagger. So we'll do that whole same rigmarole again. Remember to choose advantage on your attack, though. When you hit the attack button, you get advantage because of your flanking. All right, so that'll succeed, so you can roll damage again. This time it won't be sneak attack, though. You can only do that once per turn. It's great with rogues is they do tons of little nicks. It's not huge damage, but it's tons of little hits. All right, so that like series of stabs definitely weakened him pretty bad. He's got multiple cuts, bleeding from multiple places. I think that's all. So the only thing left on your turn you could do is you could try to move away if you want. It would be very dangerous though because you'd have 2 enemies attacking you.
Won't I get attacked if I don't move?
Yeah, if you don't move, Clark will go after you on his own. Most likely. I mean, technically we don't know what's in his mind yet, but I can kind of see the future a little, and since you just wrecked him, he'll probably go after you. So you're probably going to get hit and downed either way, but importantly, if you are down and you get hit again while you're down, you automatically fail 1 death saving throw, so you become 1 step closer to dead. So if you try to run away, chances are decent you'll get downed and hit for 1 death saving throw, which would probably be more dangerous than staying put.
Gotcha. Okay. So I guess I'll stay put then.
Alright, so then on Clark's turn, he, as previously mentioned, let's see, I don't think he has anything special. But yeah, he's going to Morningstar a hoe.
Oh god.
That's a great name for a weapon. And that's a 15, which is going to beat your AC. So he's going to hit you. Let's see how much he does.
Ouch.
Probably any amount is probably going to be enough. Oh yeah, because he's rolling 2d8. So if you have 2 health, no matter what he rolls, it's going to be enough. Alright, so apply. This will be our first case. It'll be good on our first day to have a first case scenario of somebody being unconscious. So that is going to bring you down to 0. Which you guys will survive this fine. If you had like 5 other goblins attacking you, this would be a terrible situation to be in. But the situation you're in, I have no doubt you'll be fine. So, let's see. Unconscious. Toggle that on. And that's going to be the end of his turn. And it goes to Tula. It is your turn now.
All right.
Avenge.
We gotta get.
Pirate winch.
You think we should go for the hit and not the heals right away?
If you're asking my advice, I would. Do you have any spell slots left open? Spell book. Oh, you have 1 spell left.
I don't know.
if I were in your shoes, I would do what I mentioned earlier, which is Healing Word to get him off the ground, and then you still have an attack you can do, because that's a bonus action.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to do that,
Okay,
just
let's
click the
Healing Word.
icon by Healing Word.
Yep.
All right, and then I'll select him, and you can roll the healing. Ooh, nice, you did max. Geez, 7 health. Like, Healing Word is normally a very small amount, but you managed to roll the max, so you did a really good heal.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to take your unconscious away.
It will heal.
So you are back in the action, Reamus. Tula, you still have an action and movement though.
But no spell because Healing Word was my spell.
So you can't
But
cast. You could do a
Sacred
cantrip.
Flame, I think would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have cantrips. I think the only damaging one, like you mentioned, is Sacred Flame. Okay, so Sacred Flame. It's 8, but he gets to roll a saving throw to see if he avoids it. And he does succeed in avoiding it, so he's going to be able to dodge out of the way of it.
Okay.
Damn it.
It's one of those, I mean, it's basically no different than an attack roll, but instead of focusing on your attack modifiers, it focuses on their ability to dodge. And he's a pretty nimble guy, even though he's big. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn? I think all you have left is movement.
Yeah, no, we're ending.
Alright. Bucus!
Well, I wanted to burn him, but if I do that, I'm going to hit Reamus.
Well, your whatchamacallit, Dragon Breath.
Breathe weapon. Yeah, my Dragon Breath will definitely hit him because it's in a cone shape, and I think I'll hit him.
So realistically, if you wanted to, you could like straddle to the other side of him, kind of under Thokk, and breath weapon to the left there, and you would be able to hit him without hitting Reamus. So I'm thinking like
you're saying
here.
right there.
Yeah. So now if you angled, to the left, I don't think you'd be able to hit the wolf. We'd have to test it out, but you would at least miss Reamus. You wouldn't hit him.
All right.
So this would be a good example, a good time to explain basically the difference between some spells are what I described earlier as pass-fail. So like Guiding Bolt is that way, where if they succeed, you do nothing. But Breath Weapon is not. Breath Weapon is, even if they succeed in dodging, they still take some damage. So if he succeeds, he'll take half of the damage you deal. If he fails, he'll take all the damage.
I'm just trying to see if I'm going to hit Reamus.
Yeah, when I tested it out there for a second, yeah, that's exactly what I saw. So yeah, that'll hit both the wolf and... By the way, can everybody else see that, like the template he just placed?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's going to do his... one of his traits as being a Dragonborn is, I think it's once per day, you can do this breath weapon.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty decent attack. It's a trade-off, though, because he doesn't get some other traits like Dark Vision. That's one of the trade-offs, is you get a pretty dope-ass attack, but you miss out on a couple other things. So, let me select for both of them. I think I can select more than one person at once. And do saving throw, normal. Ooh, that first one definitely failed. Second one, nice. It looks like they both failed. So roll your damage button on breath weapon. I think it does good damage too.
Wow.
Nice.
So they each are going to take 6 damage.
Burn, baby, burn.
All right, so let's see. Clark is basically on death's door. He's like, really limping around, weak, and a little bit betrayed. He's like, man, I thought we were going to be buddies.
Nope.
But
sorry, buddy.
Do you have anything else you want to use on your turn? I think that breath weapon is an action, so yeah, I don't think there's anything Other than movement, I don't think there's
Supposed to
anything.
get bees together.
Yeah, what happened?
No, I'm done.
All right, so then we'll move on to Thokk.
It's for you. It's for you.
Right, Thokk.
It's for you.
Thokk.
Fuck. Take him out.
Negan him.
Did you say
Well,
Negan him?
Take the baseball bat.
Need him. It's a verb.
Okay, so I think, like, obviously I could kill him, but do you think that he could help us find the person that we're looking for?
We already found him.
Oh, we already did? Okay.
So you
Yeah.
know,
The other guy.
We kick him
yeah, you
out.
know
We
where
kick him out.
Sildar is. You don't know where Gundren
The
is,
other
but
one.
you know where Sildar.
Yeah.
That's a.
And this guy's, like, in charge of everything, right? So
Yeah.
maybe we keep him around for a sec. You know what I mean? Maybe we just bring him to death's doorstep. And we keep him alive just long enough.
Can
But
we use
the
our
problem
goblin
is,
speaker?
Well,
I'm worried about
they
the
speak
wolf,
common.
though, right?
I mean,
I don't know.
basically, you
What if-
can
if
spend your
we-
turn talking to him. We wouldn't, like, stop combat, but you could spend your turn talking to him, and we could see what happens from that. And I want to just pitch in one thing related to something that Steph just mentioned, is, like, who speaks whatever goblin. Almost everything in the game speaks common. The only thing
Okay.
is earlier you guys were coming up on a conversation they were having. Goblins would have no reason to speak common to themselves. So that's why it was important that somebody spoke Goblin to overhear their conversation. But in a situation like this, they can talk to you in common.
Okay. So, what was the person's name that I was looking for?
Gundren.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask him straight up. Where the fuck is Gundren?
So
Okay, that's what we came for. We're looking for him.
Hell yeah.
he's gonna say, I don't know who Gundren is. What does he look like?
He's a short little
Yeah.
dwarf. Dude, look
Drunk.
at
Dwarfy guy.
Little person.
Dwarfy guy.
Yeah, so he's gonna say, we were given specific instructions to capture a dwarf that's heading down this road, and we could kill and eat anybody else. And
So they capture them.
so I was given the order by King Groll. Pretty sure I remember that name correctly. By King Groll, and they took him off to Cragmaw Castle.
Okay.
We don't know what he doesn't know what they wanted to do with
castle,
him.
Boys.
Yeah, the princess is in another castle. He doesn't know what they wanted with him, but he was given instructions to, because basically, to break it down, this is a clan that was already watching that road and just ransacking people, and they were given instruction, if a dwarf comes across your path, we don't kill him, we want him captured and brought to our castle. He doesn't know why, though.
That's
So-
why he hired us. I knew that was a setup, man.
He knows that
He was on the run.
King Groll told him to take this
called it.
this guy.
All right. So now that we have the information we need, I'm going to mace this motherfucker right in the cranium.
Yeah.
I love the timeline of, like, now that we have the information we need, boom, and I see Mace show up in the timeline. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything that they knew. Yeah, so he knows that he reports to King Groll, and that he's the leader of the Cragmaw band. Like, these guys are kind of known as the Cragmaw band. And a little info that it gives in the story, but you would never really have a way to know this, yeah, but it's cool, is you would notice, somebody perceives, whoever's got the best perception, notice that these goblins all specifically file their teeth in a specific way, so they look like jagged crags, so to speak. And that's why they get the name Cragmaw. Their mouth looks like mountains and crags and stuff. And so, yeah, he knows that King Groll, who is the leader of the Cragmaw band, brought him off to Cragmaw Castle. But again, he doesn't know why.
Dave girl.
So, yeah, you roll mace. Go ahead and roll your attack. Oh, well, hopefully your attack
Could
roll
I-
works. It
Did
seemed
I
like it was
suggest
fixed.
something before you mace him in the head?
Too late.
Okay, never
Too
mind,
late!
mace him in the head.
Although it's,
Anyways,
I'm like,
it's gonna miss.
hey, I have an
anyways.
idea. You're like, I'm like, on second thought, that was probably that was probably the move.
All right, so I guess which probably
Do we do
in
damage?
well, it missed. 12 isn't high enough to hit him.
Oh,
In
yeah.
retrospect, though, I probably shouldn't have let you roll anyways, because talking should have been your action for that turn. I wasn't really thinking about it. That your turn is only supposed to be 6 seconds, so you would have spent that time asking him and talking.
Well, I missed anyway.
Yeah, but you missed anyway, so. And I don't know if you have any. I don't think most of you guys have tons of bonus actions. I guess you have rage, but I don't know if you want to rage this late into a thing or not.
No. Not this late. Especially when I already wasted. I mean, I didn't waste. We got information.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Alright, so poor Reamus, this Ripper, it's his turn again.
Yeah, the wolf's gonna eat my cock.
And it's like... I don't know that he's going to specifically aim for that.
Ripper sick balls.
Okay.
Kill.
So he's gonna do an attack. Let's see.
That's awesome.
Ooh, nat 1. I don't know how you epically miss a bite, but he does. He like bites a rock and chips his tooth off going after you.
Ooh.
And you feel a little sympathy because even though he's like a rabid wolf, he bites and chips his tooth and gives kind of a whine, just like as he backs up. So you feel a little bit of sympathy for this guy.
Yeah, it's in my character to feel for animals.
He's a wolf. He's just following orders.
Yeah.
You know, like the Nazi.
Vess, it's your turn.
We're bringing this dog up to the Hague.
Shit, I guess. All I really have is things like Firebolt or more Vicious Mockery.
Yeah, so
Vicious Mockery.
The basic lowdown between those two is Firebolt is less likely to hit most things.
Sure.
Versus, because it's not technically Firebolt, you don't get that from your class. You get it from being a high elf or elf. I don't know what type of elf you are, but that comes from that. So it's like it's general, especially as you level up. That's going to be less and less useful at these lower levels, though. It could be useful. Versus Vicious Mockery, you have to think that Vicious Mockery works best against enemies with low wisdom. There's no way for you to know exactly what their wisdom is, but you can make judgments. You know, if you're going up against like a wizard, Vicious Mockery is probably not going to work against them versus going up against like a wolf or something that doesn't really have much intelligent thought. It'll probably work better.
Alright, so I guess Vicious Mockery it is.
Okay, who are you going after?
One show pony. I guess I'll go after Ripper since
Okay.
you know, it still has health. Sorry about the dog, everyone.
No,
I feel like Reamus is like, the fuck are you talking about? This dog is mauling the crap out of me.
No, he's mauling the crap out of rocks.
Technically. Alright, so let's see. He's going to do a saving throw. And he is going to succeed that.
Motherfucker.
You just tried to
good
mock
doggy,
a dog.
I guess.
Do you have any other actions?
That's all I got in my arsenal, bro.
Alright, yeah.
That's the end of my
Well,
turn.
you could do melee attacks or firebolt or something. Okay, Sarra.
All right.
Yeah, you
Okay,
could end Clark.
so we've decided to kill this poor dog.
Or the
That's our first animal kill of the game.
I feel like
You can
Reamus
kill,
again is just not understanding where you guys are coming from because this thing is tearing him to shreds. I will say though, as a strategian, that Clark, only one more person goes before Clark versus like the whole rest of the team gets to go before Ripper. So just in a strategy standpoint, Clark poses a more immediate danger.
Yeah, go after him.
Yeah,
And then
end his shit.
maybe if we end him, the dog we can calm the dog down and kind of just walk away, give him some meat scraps.
Give him the lasso of death.
You know, so after I choke out his poor
Good
owner,
Lord.
then give him some treats and he'll be fine.
Yeah.
yeah.
Make him eat his own.
Let's choke him out.
Reamus.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip again.
Okay.
on Clark.
And that is kind of the pattern.
Oof.
Oh, damn.
Oof.
So it, like, you know, he's got those kind of like antlery things, and as you go to try to whip around his neck, it's like a lasso that kind of catches one of those antlers and falls off the side and doesn't manage to get around him. But yeah, you guys are kind of falling into what happens a lot of times in D&D. After you're towards the end of a day, you're down to just like the same action over and over because you're running out of your like good actions. And it just is the way it is. Reamus, the real damage dealer of this combat encounter so far.
I'm definitely gonna have to.
And because we're in an encounter, there's no sleeping, right, or no resting.
Yeah, correct. Resting is an hour.
Okay.
Each round of combat is 6 seconds. So technically, yes, you could rest, but the enemies would get 60 turns while you're resting, which would kind of suck.
Yeah, they did whoop us up.
All right, so you're going for attack again? Are you going against Clark again?
Yeah.
All right,
Yep,
so
we're gonna do it against Clark.
you should still be rolling advantage. So if you want to roll that one more time.
Oh shoot. Yeah, my bad.
No problem. This time, don't pick advantage though, because you already rolled once. Does everybody understand how advantage works, by the way?
Nope.
You get 2 die.
So yeah, basically, when you roll to attack, you roll a single d20 to see if you hit. With advantage, you roll 2 of them and you pick the better one. So in that case, both of them would have missed. And then
Yeah, I didn't know that till now. Thanks.
disadvantage works the same way, but in opposite. You roll 2 dice and keep the worst result. All right,
Okay.
so that one's going to be enough. That 19 will definitely hit. So you can roll damage and sneak attack damage against him. Also, just for reference, John A would be the only one that's going to be getting sneak attack advantage when you're flanking somebody. The rest of you guys, if you're flanking somebody, you'll just get a +2 to the attack, not a full advantage. And he's getting that because of his rogue abilities. He's a little bit better at doing like pincer maneuvers.
I'm just like that.
All right, so you got the 6, and then roll your sneak attack as well. Although you can roll that for flavor because that 6 alone is gonna wipe him out.
Cool. Let's do it.
All right, and then yeah, if you want to overkill him, you can roll sneak attack, or you could not bother with it. It's up to you.
Oh, there it is. Sorry.
How'd you kill him, man?
Yeah, roll that.
Slow for me.
Ooh, an additional 5 damage. So you just like continue stabbing his dead body a little bit.
I run up on his big bulbous gut and I stick my daggers in Drax style and I drag him down to the ground.
Nice.
Exposing his entrails all over my face and making me throw up.
Oh, Jesus. It's a little bit more damage than you were expecting.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna be harder.
That's awesome.
So much that damaged yourself.
All right, so then it goes on to Tula. We still have this wolf. You can kind of see the attitude of the wolf has shifted a little bit. Like, you guys kind of have him boxed in, but you could tell he's like kind of skittish now. Like he would run if he could, but you guys have him kind of boxed in.
Are we animal killers, or we just let them be and see if
I
they?
say we try to spare it. I mean, I don't know why, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if the guy who's getting mauled is saying spare the wolf, you spare the wolf.
All right,
You know?
what's Dungeon Master? Who needs some heals right now? Because I can't see that.
Let's see. Party. So we got... Bucus is 6 out of 9, Reamus 7 out of 10, and that's it. Everybody else is full.
Good. How do I figure out? I know it's been covered a few times, but how do I quickly reference my amount of spells left for the day?
Your
character
character spell book, and then where it says first level, it says 0 out of 2 on that red bar. That's where you would see how many you have left. You see that?
First level, 0 out of 2. Okay,
Yeah.
Yep. Got
So
it.
eventually you'll get
Okay.
more than first level. You have like first level spells, second level spells, third level spells, and different amounts of each of those. For right now, though, it's just first level. Naturally.
Okay.
All right, so we were talking about trying to spare the wolf. Is that what you guys are wanting to do still?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't heal nobody here.
So how do you want
I'm
to
not
go
too
about
sure what to
doing
do.
that? You could like walk up and try to animal
Can I go get this
handling.
guy some pets? You know? Yeah, I
You
want
could try
to
to
do some little like.
feed him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Give him
want to
a
blow
bone.
this joint my character is permanently smoking in his mouth.
So let's
The
do
big
that.
old pirate joint. Yeah.
All right, so
So hold on.
Let's
You're
smoke a bone
gonna
with
try
this
to
guy.
smoke in his face to calm him down?
Yeah, and
'Cause, like, I don't think
and
wolves
like a real
appreciate that.
seductress. It's right. We got that animal handler, right? We got green skin and fucking red hair.
Yeah, I guess.
What if that thing's got an affection towards fucking little pirate hook hands?
I mean, you could try. So we'll say
Maybe.
you kind of move over to it and do a animal.
Yeah, let's
handling.
test the waters on this thing.
So let's see. Let me give you a animal handling check. How do I determine the DC on that? The difficulty of using a like cigar. So
No, it's a big old joint. It's a big
Big
old
old
fucking joint.
let's bring it. It's gonna be relatively high. So there you go. Let's roll that. Although you do have good wisdom, so chances are decent you could pass that.
We're trying.
Hey, don't
Let's go,
shit on it
okay.
yet.
Cricket.
Roll it.
roll the wisdom.
Roll it.
Whoa.
You like
Roll
Limp
in the chat.
Biscuit, man. Keep rolling.
Just keep rolling.
Go in the chat.
I can see that.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh my god.
I can't see it. What is it, guys? What is it?
brutal.
You ain't
Bad.
got shit. You ain't got
Nothing.
Oh my god.
You
so
just got spanked.
you go and you like
I got
puff
lower than
and you
fucking
hold
Reamus.
it near it.
Oh
It
my
takes a
God.
chomp and bites like a quarter of your permanently lit thing out. So you lose about a quarter of your joint because it snips at you.
Said, hit
Lost
this little
weight,
guy.
We learned.
He said,
We learned.
Does it take poison damage? Like,
Their mouths are pretty durable, so it would get a little.
ingesting it?
If anything, it would be a little bit of a like singeing burn damage from the cherry, but not enough to really hurt a wolf. Their mouths are pretty sturdy.
does the cartoon thing where it just like burps up a little bit of smoke.
Yeah.
It'd be full on like the mask where it ingests it and it puffs inside of him and he spits out smoke.
Yep.
All right, so then we get on to
and
Buckus, who I'm
And
sure is like,
Buckus.
man, how are you wasting
Let's
that?
go, Ruckus.
It saved my life.
You,
Fuck.
you wasted
the
that turn.
ruckus.
Come on.
And wasted a joint.
I use yeah, just wasted a joint. So that's drug abuse. God damn it. So I pull out a piece of meat and try to calm him out, calm him down, and
Okay,
get him on our side.
so you kind of like come over here. All right, so we'll do the same thing. We'll do animal handling, although it should be a much easier pass this time.
You're poochie poochie.
He's got the
I
munchies
got it
now.
baked up for you.
Yeah.
He's got
he's
the
ready.
munchies.
Still.
Dang. Dang, guy.
Yeah, I would say that it doesn't like it snorts and kind of snips at your food, so you don't lose your
Yeah.
food. But it's clearly, basically, it's at a point right now where it's not interested in any of that stuff. It's not only did you just kill its master, you guys are now crowding around it and surrounding it. So it's getting some major fight or flight right now.
Trying to give it
Clear that
drugs
thing
and
off.
food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let it
it's-
go or fuck it up.
Go on,
There's
get.
two things, guy.
Well, it's like it's tough because like let it go. You guys are literally crowding and blockading it so it can't go anywhere.
Then we got one.
Are
We
you
got one
freaked
option.
out, Wolf?
Fucking throw that fucking thing in the
Oh,
fire.
God. We can just back off. Just back up, guys.
Yeah, can't you just end battle? Like, you can just end battle.
Well, so
Yeah.
basically what you could do is skip your turns. Both sides of a fight have to agree they aren't fighting anymore. So you guys could leave, like not engage it and give it its turn and see what it does. But you can't unanimously decide this
Ripper
fight
might-
is over.
Okay.
I don't know. I think if we just say, Jesus Christ, now it's my turn. All right. Well, I think I'm just gonna let this fucker go. I mean, we tried to give it food. It doesn't want our
great
drugs. I don't really want to kill it. I'll give it if it attacks us after this, maybe we'll do something about it. But like, I think we just let it go.
Okay.
So maybe I'm just gonna
back away a little. Okay. So the wolf.
I'm just gonna back up.
The wolf's turn. It is going to, I think, snip at Tula because you singed it a little bit. And then after that, it's going to try to run. So it's basically going to fight and flight, I guess. Snip at you, then try to run. So he's going to bite, attack, normal. So it is going to succeed. Oh, that's cool. It told me both of you guys if either of you would have succeeded or not. So it is going to hit for... Where's the damage? Damage, normal. It's not... Well, it doesn't have to be a ton of damage. 5. Or 7, sorry. Decent damage. So it's going to take a good hit out of you, and then it is going to attempt to run kind of in this direction like that towards the exit of the cave. Now what that means is everybody, Bucus, Reamus, Tula, and Sarra, will all have an option of opportunity attacking it. So you can attack a fleeing creature. I will give you each of the option if anybody wants to. Thokk, since you went off to the side, you wouldn't have an opportunity against it. But anybody who wants a last minute kind of, pity attack or non-pity attack could. Otherwise, if you guys are all okay with it, he'll just scurry on out.
Yeah.
Join his wolf brethren that left
just
earlier.
Let him go. Yeah.
Let him go.
Yeah. I'll take the nip.
All right, so I'll just mark him as gone, and we'll do end encounter. Okay, so big battle is complete. Let me go back in here and see what you guys find, if anything. Boom.
Yeah, can we search his body like we normally do?
Yeah, you find a chest that is locked, and Reamus has Thieves' Tool if you want to try to unlock it. You do have Thieves' Tool, so you can roll a Dex. Yeah.
Record you.
So basically the way that picking locks will work is it's a Dex, and if you have Thieves' Tool, you double your proficiency bonus. And so roll that for me. It should add in your proficiency bonus and everything. All right, 8. So it's not going to unlock right away. However, you could have somebody like Thokk just bash the damn thing open if you want. A little bit less subtle, but it's a wooden chest.
Bash it, yeah.
It's
I'll
a
bash
wooden.
it.
Smash.
All right.
Yeah, you want me to fucking break that bitch open?
Yeah, throw me a strength check. All right, I was gonna say anything over a 10. I was gonna give it to. So yeah, you bash the shit out of it. And I mean, little wooden treasure chest for a big great axe. Yeah. You're gonna be able to smash that crap open pretty easy.
Yeah.
So that has.
I basically just drop the axe on it and it just breaks open.
A 150 silver, 1700 bronze, which is basically 17 silver. I don't know why they spend the time to designate. Another 2 actual potions of healing, and a jade statuette of a frog with these golden orbs for eyes that's worth about 40 gold. And that's in D&D, a lot of times you'll find like trinkets or stuff like that, and the description will be it's like this worth about this much, which means you could keep it and use it for something if you want, or if you went to sell it, it's basically just equivalent to gold. Okay, so that's all in you guys' inventory now, in the party inventory, and we can at any point decide where it goes. If you guys already know where you want the potions of healing to go, we can do that now, or you could decide at a later time.
I think
the
who's got the
pirate?
least? What? The loot, yeah. Pirate, man. Give it to the pirate.
Give it to the fucking skanky little pirate over there.
So you guys are wanting to give. You got 2 potions. One to Tula. What about the second one?
Give it to John. He was the first one that fucking went down.
Yeah.
I think Reamus needs one.
Okay, that makes sense too, because he's usually on like the front lines, hoping not to get hit, but occasionally is gonna get hit. So yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, we've seen those rolls so far. Definitely, he's gonna
And then,
need it.
Yeah, I should probably hang back the next interaction and try to.
I mean, it's not a bad opening
see if
to
I
get
can
that
be a
sneak attack,
counter-strike.
but just the way this one wound up being, you wound up getting kind of surrounded, which, you know, tactically speaking for D&D is a big deal. Is like how many enemies you're fighting. So for reference, like I want to say the math they said is like 20 level 1s could easily kill a level 20. Because having more people drastically gives you an advantage, and getting surrounded is a drastic disadvantage. As we could see there, it makes it so hard. So it's something to keep in mind, trying to keep the enemies in front of you, not around you, through whatever means you can. That being said, I don't think that
Yeah,
was
we would
bad
have been way out of
strategy.
ratio too if everybody here hated us.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go through. In this room, so you found that in a little treasure chest. You also notice that there are like captured supplies, a bunch of them. Basically, not enough that you'd be able to easily like put them in your pockets and stuff. And they all have this icon on them that is like a shield with a lion in it, kind of like it's an insignia or a crest or something. So it seems like this was definitely a supply run to some location that got ransacked and taken over. Not too dissimilar from what happened to you guys.
Nice.
This would be a good opportunity to maybe tell the goblins that they're free of their dude, get information from them, go get our wagon, and
Yeah,
see
we
if
gotta go
can't-
back to the wagon.
See if we can't bed down for the night in the caves.
Do we
with
want
these
to come
folk.
up on any of these supplies?
Right, and like maybe we could take these supplies with us when we finally go.
I go over to Clark's corpse and I start sawing away at his head to
Jesus.
take back to the other goblin.
Okay.
Throw some more
I
knives
mean-
in there.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. It's just, it's good to explain what you're doing ahead of time. Both people are just like, what the fuck are you doing? You just cut somebody's head off? The explanation
I'm
tracks,
like, no,
though.
no, we're gonna need this.
Okay.
Yep.
I feel like one of the goblins
that
that's
he's dead.
standing in the room was like, I could have just gone with you and told him, but that's cool.
Nope. Not good enough.
All right.
I point at the goblin and I say, this guy lacks theatrics.
Although I will say you have daggers, so it takes you a while. You know, it's a lot of
Yeah,
hacking.
yeah, that's why I say I didn't say I just cut his head off. I said I start sawing.
Do you want
the
to borrow the axe, guy? Yeah, okay. I mean, whatever, guy. Okay.
No.
I feel
No,
like
he's
Right.
methodical with it. Like,
I feel like Thokk is over there like, dude, I'm a barbarian, but that's barbaric.
Jesus Christ, guy. I like it.
I told you I'm not
okay.
a good guy.
That's why that he and we got along
You
very
guys
quickly.
are all out for yourselves. I was telling Steph earlier that, like, I think every single person ended up with, like, chaotic neutral as their
Chaotic
alignment, which is kind of like, I'm not really looking for good or evil. I'm just making sure that my stuff gets covered.
yeah, Vess is fucking disgusted by everything, but he just wants this gold already.
But wasn't that chaotic neutral? Like it said, you could kind of float freely and do at your own will, whenever and however you want. So I felt like that covered the evil doing and the good doing.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Bases
basically it's
were
like,
covered.
whether something is good or evil isn't really what impacts you. It's what makes sense to you in the moment.
Okay.
Okay, so
right.
anything else? I mean, I guess as far as looking around
We
the
got
room,
the
that's
head.
all you see. You got his head, a Clark head. Is there anything else you want to do, or are you going back over to talk to Yimik? Or are you saving
Can
that
we
for
source
later?
valuables or like scan valuables here? Like what if these guys got some magical goodies hiding?
So that's what we did. I mean,
What's underneath their little pillows?
basically what I'm assuming is that in almost every situation where you come to a room like this, that is what you guys are doing. it kind of bogs it down, in my opinion, if we're constantly rolling perceptions and investigations versus I'm just going to take it on faith that when you guys clear out like a boss room like this, you look around. And unless it's specifically like hidden, most of the stuff, like he has no reason to have hid his stuff because he's like King Dingling. He's not expecting somebody to come in and steal from him. So all of his stuff was right out there.
King Dingling.
We took out King Dingling.
I will say, if you inspect a little further of the supplies that have this shield on it, you can tell it's for like a place that sells like gear and weapons and stuff like that. There's nothing of particular value in them, nothing more than what you could have started with when you started your character. So there's not much like picking and choose. It's not like you find extra +1 weapons or anything. Yeah. But you can get the general vibe. That's what these were for, is for a store that has kind of weapons and armor type stuff.
And we took those with us, right?
Well, so that's something you'll have to decide to do kind of as a group at a point. You can't just like put them in your pockets. It's big boxes of stuff. So it would be like a team effort. You'd have to spend a little bit of time. You can bring it with you, obviously. But in this, like, you couldn't just traipse around with it all over you. It would be kind of, I would say it would take maybe an hour of effort to bring it all out of the caves.
Could we not bring the oxen?
Do the logos on these boxes match the logos on our boxes?
They do not, which is relevant. They are a different place. You couldn't bring the oxen up through the narrow caves, but you could bring them to the cave mouth and then save yourself some hassle carrying the stuff all back. It would still be about an hour to get it out of the cave, though, you know, taking multiple trips.
It'd be worth a discussion after we deal with getting fucking what's his name? Siegfried.
Sildar.
Sildar.
Siegfried Roy.
Siegfried.
Yeah, away from the lion.
So just remember to come back for them if you guys want them, because you don't have those supplies with you now. But yeah, if you want to go back over, we can talk to Yimik.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you come back over. Yimik is still up on that little escarpment. And how are you going to approach him? What are you going to say or do?
We throw down the head guy.
We just throw it down.
No words.
Yeah, just let it roll in there.
Yep.
All right. So I would say that the goblins.
Are you not entertained?
The goblins that are down there on the kind of ground floor with you all take kind of like a step back as they see this head just roll in. And Yimik is going to respond. He's like, I see. So you finally took out Clarg. He is not just going to immediately give Sildar to you, though. He's going to say, so you guys really want this guy. What's he worth to you? How much are you willing to pay for him?
Motherfucker.
Yeah, we just lost the dead fucking head in there, man. We ain't paying nothing.
How about we just fucking name him a little bit?
Well, I mean, like, as he's threatening you, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goblins in the room are all kind of like itchy and kind of grabbing at their weapons.
Remember the ratio, guys.
I don't think attacking is gonna work here.
Yeah, I would try to do an intimidation.
Okay.
If we can. I get a roll for intimidation, and my thing that I would say, or do we roll first?
No, you would give me what you want to say.
Can I improve this intimidation with guidance? Right?
Sure. And basically, I'll be setting the difficulty. What the DM is going to do here is it's not like there's always a set, this is what you have to roll to win. But it could depend. If you say, like, your intimidation is like, you suck, well, the roll is going to be real high for that to win. But if you make a good logical intimidation, then the roll would be, not as high.
Yeah. So my intimidation would be basically like, it's obvious to both of us now that what I was saying to you earlier was a lie, and we're just here to get that guy out. But since you couldn't handle, what was his name, Crag?
Clarg.
Clarg. Mm-hmm. Having a hard time with
You're like, what was his name as he pointed to the head on the ground? What was his name?
Yeah. Since you couldn't handle Mr. fucking what's his name right here, obviously you needed our help, which means we could easily overthrow all of you, or at least you by very least, So I don't have to kill everybody in this room. I just have to kill you.
Okay, so give me...
Them strong words.
Yeah, you need to like flip a table with that one at the end. That was sweet.
Man.
All right, so I'm gonna put in. There is a check for you.
Let's roll. All right, let's do this.
Which means it's gonna
Let's do it.
You got a lot going for you here.
Yep. Swing it.
All right, 22. So yeah, I think he's going to like
Beautiful.
kind of take a step forward towards you and then kind of assess the room and take a bit of a deep breath and be like, I have him, and release him and back away. And he's going to kind of like very slowly and weakly work his way down and come and join you guys.
Did anybody get my Stand By Me reference when I did that? Where he's like, "You gonna shoot all of us?" And he's like, "Nope, just you."
Glorious.
Okay, so is there any... So, not Yumik. Sildar is now with you guys. Is there anything you would like to talk to him about? He's pretty weak, but he could still, answer certain
Yeah, we
questions.
want to ask him what happened, basically.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So he's gonna... Basically, mostly what you already know is that as they were coming down, these goblins waylaid them and managed to take him out before he could react. And they took him down and took Gundren off, and they said they were taking him to Cragmaw Castle. He's heard of Cragmaw Castle, but doesn't know exactly where it is.
Yet.
Some help you out.
Yeah, we already
Yeah.
found that
All right.
information out.
Jesus.
Mr. State the obvious.
Yeah.
He'll suggest, though, that, he's going to say basically we should regroup in Phandalin, which is the town you guys were going to with the supplies. We should regroup in Phandalin, rest up there, and we can make a plan as to how to find him.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't
we were
think
headed
any
right
of
there
that-
anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do
I mean, there's
that.
enough of us. You don't think we could get all of that gear out of the cave?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
with
of course.
everybody?
You can't grab
Sure.
a box.
No, of course. I didn't mean to translate it that way if that's how it sounded. What I was saying is that you could absolutely take all the stuff out of the cave. It's not just something you could do passively, like we just stuff it all in our pockets. You would have to
Right.
say, okay, now that we have him, we're going to actively go grab all that stuff. So it is a thing you have to remember.
Yeah, do we care about the logo on there or finding out how they acquired those goodies at all?
I think
We could
do.
still sweat this guy.
We
for
do
info.
because maybe they have more money that could pay us to work for them.
Bingo.
What's in it for us?
So yeah, the how they got that is pretty straightforward. I mean, these guys, this is kind of the profession they have, is they watch that main road and look for valuables and ransack and take stuff. Clearly, though, there was something different about this time, where they were explicitly told to keep the dwarf alive and bring him to Cragmaw Castle. So they know something about this guy that's different than all these other people they're waylaying.
Of course,
what he
he
found.
was sitting there getting drunk and spilling the beans. So obviously somebody overheard him and was like, "Yo, let's take this.
making
Let's
moves
take
in
this
town.
motherfucker and make him fucking talk, guy, and stop, hold his feet on the fire."
Found love
Okay.
in a hopeless place.
So I guess
This is what he wants.
let's say, is there anything other than I'm going to make the assumption you guys do what we said. You bring the wagon, grab the supplies, and load up to bring everything, including Sildar, with you back to Phandalin.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay. So then we'll basically what's going to happen is this encounter is going to level you guys up to level 2, and obviously this feels like a pretty natural point in which we would do an end session 1 and pick up in Phandalin.
Levels.
And that'll give you guys time in between sessions to, look through. Even though I know some of you already went through and looked through stuff, it'll give you time to level up without being the pressure of everybody's waiting on you. I will say, when you get back to the main road and the hide job that you guys did on the wagon was successful. Nobody messed with it. You can tell some people have come through. The horses are actually off the road now. Somebody came through and either collected them or ate them. Who knows? But they're off the road now. But your wagon...
I wanted to eat them.
Your wagon was
Everybody
unmolested.
said, "Oh, you don't want to eat those horses." I wanted to eat those horses.
Well, somebody beat you to it. But yeah,
Fuckers.
your hiding job was successful in keeping that thing from getting molested. And you know how people go around molesting carts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish I had the same luck.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, you guys did good in there. We got everything cleared out, and honestly, you pretty minimal on having to fight stuff, which is a big deal in there. Like that one room with Yumik is real easy to get your party in hot water if you do the wrong things or say the wrong things. So yeah, that was pretty solid.
If I learned anything from my last few like Fallout or Starfield playthroughs, it's that you really want to have a lot more behind your speech check than anything else. And I had to learn that the hard way of playing games like that for a long time.
Sure.
So I definitely beef up my like intelligence and my charisma a lot when I get into games like this.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I mean, and especially in D&D, since there's no set real aside from like ambushes, which I guess you can't really do much about. Everything else is all dialoguable. You can talk your way out of stuff. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's gonna be it. We'll next time when we get together, you guys will be getting into Phandalin and checking that whole town out, figuring out where these supplies we're supposed to be going to, and seeing if we can make a plan to find Gundren.
Yeah, twos with some new spells. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was
a
incredible.
solid first session.
That was a really solid set.
Yeah.
Do we have a dungeon fact?
Dungeon fact. Let's see. The dungeon fact is
Heads will roll.
that bridge. You could have attacked the bridge itself and collapsed it, and had that goblin fall down on the bridge with it.
Ah,
Oh.
shit.
Shit.
Dungeon fact.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Well, till next time, everybody.
Yep.
And that ends this session of WannaB&D. Tune in next week as our party continues along their journey in Phandelver and below the Shattered Obelisk. I've been Curator, your DM. We'll see you next week. Same B time, same B channel.